this man suddenly found his wife, who had been missing for 4 years, working at a supermarket right outside his house. He was about to speak, but realized she looked at him with complete unfamiliarity, as if she didn't recognize him at all. This left him utterly puzzled, because he knew he couldn't possibly be mistaken. To figure out whether she was really his ex-wife, Mark decided to secretly watch her daily, under the guise of work after leaving his current wife. Soon the woman noticed his constant gaze, and thought he was a creep, saying she'd call security if he kept staring. Mark explained he meant no harm, but she resembled his ex-wife too much. The woman took this for a pickup line, and ignored him further. Yet Mark kept coming for a month, arousing the staff's curiosity. She decided to accept his dinner invitation. This time the man learned her name was Mary, an orphan from poverty working there. Mark didn't doubt her story. Although she looked like his ex-wife, her rough manner was unlike his wealthy ex. Mark then believed it was just a coincidence. However, at their next meeting, he was shocked to hear from Mary. She had a rose tattoo on her chest, and that she lost her memory of the past 4 years. This stunned Mark on the spot, because his ex-wife had the same tattoo in that exact spot, and the 4-year gap matched his wife's disappearance. What was going on? Years ago, when he took his ex-wife out for a drive, the car ran out of fuel halfway. His wife blamed him for trying to save some money by not filling up in the city and driving to the suburbs instead. This left them stranded. And then, his ex-wife realized he'd skimp on fuel for his own car, but covered bills for another woman, leading to a furious argument. She stormed out of the car, and caught a random ride at the intersection. Angry Mark didn't chase after her. Little did he know, that decision meant never seeing his ex-wife again. That day, Mark reached out to a cop friend in forensics, expressing his suspicion that the waitress might be his ex-wife. His friend thought it was just a coincidence, and advised keeping it from his current wife, but Mark was convinced. Seeing his stubbornness, his friend suggested, "Steal hair from that waitress. I'll test it for you." Mark then visited Mary more often, ignoring calls from his wife to come home in the evening. Even if he did respond, he'd excuse himself with work. Using her cop's intuition, Lucy grew suspicious of Mark. Though married for 4 years, she knew he never forgot his ex, Mary. 4 years ago, she started working in her father's precinct, and her first case was her husband's ex-wife Mary's disappearance. After extensive investigations, she found no valuable leads, turning the case into a mystery. Her frequent meetings with Mark sparked different feelings. Eventually, she married him, and helped raise his son from his previous marriage. To confirm her suspicions, Lucy trailed Mark to the supermarket the next day, and saw him meeting the waitress. She snapped a photo of her, then at home, compared it with old ones. Shockingly, she looked just like Mary. "This is ridiculous." She had many outrageous thoughts in a flash. She told her bestie, but her friend thought she was seeing things or it was just a coincidence, because besides twins, it's rare to find two identical people living in such a small town. But Lucy was still unsettled, so she went to the supermarket herself, watching her face closely at checkout. Couldn't believe they were exactly alike. She didn't know how to start. Mary, realizing she was being watched, caught on to her identity, and ran out to stop her. Being straight to the point, Lucy was surprised Mary knew her. Mary said, "You're just like him, seeing me as if seeing a ghost. Did you come to keep me away from him?" Lucy said, "I'll give you money."